Oh, starlight, starlight. Oh, I'm levitating. I'm levitating. Sook, you
I
know that
love that
song, Dua
song.
Lipa? I'm
Dua
levitating. Yeah,
Lipa,
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that song.
yeah.
I'm renegading. My Milky Way. I'm
Yeah,
levitating.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. We were driving home from my daughter's birthday dinner last night. All of us in the car. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. But then, all right. All right.
You're my
Oh my
starlight. I
God.
need you.
They know every word.
Come on,
Sook,
dance
we
with me.
have an
Oh, Nina
amazing.
Anderson, you are number one.
Light them up,
Sliding
Sook. Light them
in
up
first base.
before I tell you who's on tonight, before we start this show officially with the intro. Who's up? Who's up so far?
Anita Anderson, followed by Jeannie Clay, Vicky Giddens, Zoe Marie, Brenda Faye Ramsey, Aaron Myers, Autumn Courier, Rory Wright.
Starlight. Sook, we have an amazing show tonight. Michelle Danner's here. Amazing film director. She's a Hollywood a talent coach, an acting coach, a teacher, and she has taught some of the biggest names in Hollywood, premier names in Hollywood. And also we have Meredith Patterson, not only an actress on television, but also a wonderful Broadway singer. She's coming up in just a few minutes. The Suki mailbag tonight, Sook. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday means mail time. It's mail time.
We got the Dear Suki mailbag. You ready to start the show?
Hey, listen. Yes, we are.
Now, what were you going to say?
In 3, 2.
Wait. What was the hey? Listen, you were going to tell me something.
I didn't know that our girl Paula Giordano is having surgery tomorrow.
We'll talk to her in a few minutes.
Okay.
Huge show tonight, Sook. You ready? Give me a little countdown. We'll
huge
knock it off.
Show. It's a huge show every night, Scotty. That's why it's the Suki and Scott show. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. The Suki and Scott show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
It's musical. It's magical.
Whoa!
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
These larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You just got George's earwax all over your ears, bud.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
I'm levitating. Yeah.
I got you, moonlight.
Right.
You're my starlight.
See, Sook, they think we only sing the oldies on this show, but we're up with Dua Lipa. I mean, Dua Lipa's in the house.
I'm levitating.
Yeah. Sook, amazing show tonight. Michelle Danner, Hollywood acting coach. She's got 2 movies out right now. She's a director extraordinaire, legendary in the business. Meredith Patterson's coming up. She's a Broadway star. She's a TV star. Wait till you hear the voice on this young lady. It's going to be a great night. But here we are, babe. Listen, huge show yesterday. Joey Fatone hanging out with us.
Amazing.
Chris Ruggiero.
How funny was he, first of all?
What a good guy. He's got his show Common Knowledge coming up, 3rd season next Monday. Listen, so many great shows behind us, so many great shows ahead. Sook, what we're going to do a little later with Michelle. Okay. You know how Phil's always sending in acting auditions, right? Phil's going to come on about 20 minutes from now. He's going to do a little dialogue for Michelle. And we're going to get the true sense of how he is. We know he's a good singer. He's got 10 million followers around the world, but we want to see if Philly Kid can really act. So we're going to put him to the test coming up a little later. So I can't wait to talk to her. She's got 2 new movies out. One from last year, one she shot before the pandemic that's coming out now. It's called The Runner with Michael Douglas's son Cameron's in that movie. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, we're going to talk to her in just a second.
Anyway, I've got some breaking news because this is huge, I think, in the world of
this better be good,
J-Lo.
Suki. Oh, in the world of J-Lo?
I just could not even believe it. Yeah, there we go.
This breaking news?
Lopez, Ben Affleck. There they are.
Duke. She didn't even let A-Rod
His
get
home
out the
state
door.
of Montana.
A-Rod didn't even get out the door before she was with Ben Affleck already. Which, listen, I love because I'm not an A-Rod fan.
Because you're not an A-Rod fan. Do you know, can I just tell you, I was just watching like the entertainment shows, and do you know somebody caught up with A-Rod in Miami, and they said, and the guy, this guy had like some huevos, if you know what I mean, cojones.
Yeah.
Not huevos. Huevos are eggs. Cojones.
Cojones rancheros.
Cojones rancheros.
Yeah. So
anyway,
what
he said to A-Rod, he goes, so what do you think about J-Lo with Ben Affleck? And he said, go Yankees.
Is that what he said?
Pretty funny.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
Because Ben Affleck is a diehard Red Sox fan. So, and
I saw another article out today that said A-Rod shocked at how quickly J-Lo moved on.
Why is she shocked? Why is he shocked?
I don't know. Listen, I told you she's probably more difficult than he is. But listen, I thought they were perfect for each other. But I told you that thing wasn't lasting. Lasting.
I think listen, if we go back to everything that was back pre-2000, if you really think about it, that's 2004. They were together back in 2004. Mm-hmm. It's been 16 something years and they still had a fire burning. Has anyone had a love in their life that they've had a fire burning for? Yeah. And you've lived a lot, you've loved a lot, but you always think about that person. Maybe it didn't end up the right way that it should have, but that person could have been the one. And all right, so you married somebody, you had kids with somebody, and it didn't work out. There have been so many people that went back to the original one, whether it was their high school sweetheart or somebody else.
I've been hoping to get back to Lonnie Anderson, but I can't seem to get in touch.
But Lonnie isn't real.
It's going to be real, Suki. I know it's going to be real.
I bet you so many women here know about that. I mean, they're probably like, yeah.
That is so funny. Are you ready for a little mailbag action, Suk?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people agree with me, actually. A lot of women are agreeing with me.
The fire's burning for the old flame?
Not that the fire, but they just never got rid of each other. People are very worried about this guy that's spamming them right now. But I know Cherry Hetrick's right on it. I know.
Everybody, don't worry about everybody. Enjoy the show. Don't worry about the guy spamming you. Just
his
enjoy
name is Jimmy Dita. I don't know what it is.
I know. I already got rid of 2 of his things, Suk. Are you ready? You've been working out for the mailbag right now? You ready to roll?
Mailbag.
All right, here we go. Suk, got a couple questions for you before we bring Michelle Danner into the show. Dear Suki, do you prefer action-packed vacations or lying on the beach? That's from Josephine in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
From Asbury Park, New Jersey. I love going to the Jersey Shore and sitting right on the beach. And if I don't go too away, I can't do a whole week or 2 of action.
Yeah, you're like a 2-3 Disney dayer, and then you're finished.
2-3, right? And I have to relax. Who can't relax? I even think the kids need relaxing.
Dear Suki, do you have any hidden talents or surprising hobbies? That's Lucius from Santa Monica, California.
Surprising hobbies? I don't know how surprising
hidden talents. Suki, don't you have some hidden talents I heard about back in the day?
I used to rap back in the day, but no.
You used to rap back in the day?
No.
No.
What was my hidden talent?
You got
it's
nothing.
Got to be good.
Not one hidden talent. Could be anything, Suk.
I don't have one hidden talent. I'm not very
Nothing.
Oh, I hold the world record for I actually hold the world record, believe it or not, for the most M&Ms taken in a chopstick. We did it on our morning show.
Oh, and the chopsticks, the M&Ms. All right.
Via chopsticks. It was.
What was that record? Do you remember?
I think it was 38.
Nicely done.
38.
Done. Dear Suki, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received? That's
Never
from Marcus.
Never listen to anybody else's advice except your own.
You know what the best advice I ever received was? It was about 1.5 years ago, and someone said, "You and Suki just get out there and start doing your show. Just do it every night." That was the best.
It's exactly right. Just don't listen to anybody because everybody will say no until you do it,
right.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, what was the best piece of advice?" We just listen to yourself. Listen to your gut.
Here you go.
You're old enough. I feel like you're too old. Don't you feel, Scotty, that you're old enough to realize what your own barometer is?
Yeah. Nobody needs to give us advice. Dear Suk, if you could be stranded on an island with either Magnum PI or Vinnie Barbarino, which one would you choose? That's an interesting question. That's Kendra from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Suk, would it be Vinnie Barbarino or Magnum PI? Which one?
Magnum PI all day
You're
long.
going Tom Selleck, Magnum PI,
Tom Selleck all day long.
Look at you, huh? On a stranded island.
On a stranded island, wouldn't you?
If
you had
I'd certainly go
Lonnie
Tom
Anderson
Selleck.
and Chrissy from Three's Company, who would you choose?
Oh, you mean like KRP Lonnie Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, just hands down. You know where I'm going with Lonnie on that one.
So if it was Chrissy from Three's Company and Lonnie from KRP, you would still go for Lonnie back in the day.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Nobody gets in front of Lonnie Anderson. Nobody puts Lonnie in the corner, Suk. Listen, you ready for Michelle?
I'm ready for Michelle.
Oh, what an exciting! Suk, we have folks celebrities in front of the camera, behind the camera, and I just love the behind the scenes stories of how movies are made and folks who have, this is a woman who's been in Hollywood. She has taught some of the biggest names today. They were back in Hollywood getting taught by this woman, but she also has a new movie out. Like I said, it was they made it before the pandemic, so it's just coming out now. Take a look. It's called The Runner. It looks really good. Here it is. We'll bring her in on the other side.
This morning was a favor. Answering your cry for help. I got you on tape, Aiden Albers. You can either be tried as an adult, or we can wipe the slate clean.
What do you want?
Oh, just, everyone.
You don't look like you're sleeping well. You look worn out.
I've been making the money. You've been watching my back. So how about you ask me a real fucking question then, huh?
I don't think you want me to ask you a real question.
What is it that you're dying to know?
Did you work for what's in that bag?
What's it like having so much? I look at you and I don't even think you know that I love you.
This shit is getting out of hand, bro.
I don't like it. I don't like the sound of this. You're scaring me.
You ain't got a spark. You got a motherfucking bonfire.
Now I'm gonna need to hear you say it, Aiden. Say it.
I don't.
Initiate. Go, go, go.
Say it.
I'm not gonna
You can't outrun all you've done. Michelle, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Michelle, that looks like a good one.
Yeah, we've been getting some great feedback. It's an edgy thriller.
Now, you guys made that before the pandemic. You got it actually done before the pandemic kicked in, and now they're just releasing it because obviously things are kind of getting back to normal a little bit.
Well, yeah, we're doing the festival circuit right now. We're going to have a premiere in the fall, and it'll be released in the fall. It's definitely something that we almost were going to postpone it till after the pandemic. And it was one of those decisions that I'm so glad we made. We're like, oh, just do it. Let's do it, and we did it. And that gave me something to edit during the lockdown, which was great. I was able to sit at my leisure and edit, and I totally learned something about art and how you can't rush. You want to rush because you work with timelines and you have to have this cut ready by this time and the sound and the color. But what if, because we didn't know when this was going to end. So there was a relaxed feel in the editing room of I have all the time in the world to do this. And I loved it. It was
So
a
wait,
great
so
feeling.
you edited it yourself? You did? You edited
No. I have
Oh,
a
you're
wonderful
sitting. You're
editor.
sitting with some.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm sitting with my editor. No. No. I don't know how to edit. I don't have the patience for it. No, I have zero patience actually when it comes to that.
Well, I mean, like, listen, we're all lay people. We don't know the inner workings like you do, and also just just everything that you've accomplished in your life behind the scenes, in front of the camera. I mean, just your family, just the inside. I mean, you had the inside track from the get go, Michelle. Lord, from your family.
Well, my dad was a very well known, agent. He opened the very first offices of the William Morris Agency in Paris. Yeah.
Wow, over in Paris. That's amazing. And when you Michelle, were you involved in the writing of this movie? Or do you get involved once that's all said and done?
Well, I came up with the story. It was inspired by late night. I was up till 2:00 in the morning watching a news report about how these kids get roped in. They do something bad and police tries to get them to wear wires to bring down, a big drug kingpin. And the police officer is played by Cameron Douglas there. And this kid is fantastic. He was in my class and he really moved me. And I asked him to read the script, but I wrote the treatment for it. And I gave it to a good friend of mine, Jason Chase Terrell, who wrote the screenplay. And so, so I came up with a story, and it meant something to me. Not personal in the sense that, I've had that history in my life, but personal in the sense that this kind of story really moved me.
And it exists because it seems very true to the crap that we see going on in the world today. That's for sure.
As a matter of fact, I was like, how can this exist? How can this be possible? How can you force a child to wear a wire?
Nightmare. Yeah,
a parent's worst nightmare, and don't tell the parents. And then the parents sometimes have to discover it in the midst of tragedy. So that was a real story that I really wanted to tell.
Yeah. Teenager going undercover to bring down a drug kingpin. When you're working with a guy like Cameron Douglas, who's got the famous dad, does he take to the direction very well when you're directing him on the set? How is a guy like that to work with?
We had a great relationship. He brought his heart and soul to the movie. We rehearsed. He was just great. And now that you flashed the picture of his dad, I've always loved Michael Douglas, and I had the pleasure of meeting him because he came to the screening room to see a cut of it, more like an earlier cut.
Right. What he say? Did he like it?
He liked it. He gave me a couple of really good notes, and I used them, and he was right. And I told him. He really helped me. He's been around for a long time, and he knows a little bit about filmmaking. So I listen. But Cameron was just great to work with, and I'm just so happy that he said yes to this.
And also everything that he's been through, that he could actually draw from and understand. And I got to imagine that has to be also impactful in terms of his acting credibility and bringing it to the screen.
Absolutely, he's very authentic.
It's there. It's believable.
Yeah,
that's wild. Michelle, you also have a legendary acting school in California. It's Edgemar, right? The Edgemar Center.
Well, it's the Michelle Danner Acting Studio and the Los Angeles Acting Conservatory. And I'm the artistic director of the Edgemar Center for the Arts.
Center.
It's a creative center for the arts where we do film, and there's classes, and there's theaters and shows and all kinds of things, outreach programs. We have a wonderful mission for the community.
I know you've had some amazing names, Christian Slater, Selma Hayek, Chris Rock. A lot of these folks come to you. I'm more interested in the duds. Are there a lot of people that come in and you're just like, get out? There's no way you're making it in this business. Or when you see somebody who really is awful, that's even a bigger challenge for you to turn them into something that's that's plausible.
Well, ironically enough, if somebody is interested in pursuing it and wants to take classes, somehow they have some talent. They've been told that, you know, they've got a little something,
Right.
but it's not enough. The truth is that if somebody comes and has talent, and everybody's got something, you know, everybody's got some talent, you have to have so much more than that. So I remember when I studied with Stella Adler in New York ages ago, she used to say, you have to have the talent for the talent, which means you have to have that willingness to really work hard, that work ethic. And so I have seen it, you know, it's a common denominator that I've seen amongst all the big stars that I've worked with, is this incredible, impeccable work ethic. And so, yeah, you see that. Yeah, it's just, you have to be willing to really work hard for your talent. Your talent has to be nurtured. You have to nurture it. So I think a lot of people have talent. It's a matter of sometimes, you know, there's people that have an extraordinary amount of talent and they're sitting home and they're watching friends or other actors that maybe are a little less gifted and they're working and they're like, why isn't it not me? Why am I not there? Well, that's because, you know, you don't have that talent for the talent.
Michelle, I mean, we always hear about this, like it quality, this it thing that you see pop out at you. I mean, and you with a trained eye, do you see that person that comes in and it's just like, okay, this is somebody that touches me and I'm going to work with?
No, absolutely. I see that. I mean, case in point, this movie that I just did, The Runner, the lead kid was a student of mine in class. And I remember one very particular moment when all the lights went out on Main Street in Santa Monica. And I still had 3 scenes to go in my class. And so I told everybody, okay, everybody like hold up a light in your phone so we can light up the theater. You know, it's a big theater. And he worked. He was one of the scenes. And it just, you know, get chills in my body. And I thought to myself, this kid really has it. So yeah. And there's a big success story with him in the sense that he just got signed by a big agency and he is over in Europe shooting a movie right now opposite Lady Gaga. So it's a huge success story. So yes, I do know, you don't always know, but you know, I do know when, you know, it's there, when the flame is burning really strong.
And how do you feel when the person that you picked is now shooting a film with Lady Gaga? Like, how does that make you feel that the dots and his journey is just starting?
It's always very rewarding, but not only him, of course, because I have a special attachment to him, but to all the other actors that I've worked with. You know, I mean, I think it's so competitive. I mean, so many fields are competitive, but of course the field of show business and acting, and every time you book a job amongst all this competition, it's like a little bit of a small miracle. So when I do see somebody that I know that's actually working, I go, you know, this is just great. It's like a miracle. It's great. And I see that a lot. I mean, I'm watching, for instance, right now with my son, my 12-year-old son, roped me into watching all the seasons of a show called The 100.
Yeah.
And so here I am going, oh yeah, I worked with him, I worked with her, I worked with him, I worked with her. And you know, I think to do a show like that, you have to just sign on if you're going to have this great death. You just have to die, you know, in this very creative way.
Yes.
I'm about actually to send an email to a former student of mine telling him that I saw him in The 100 and he had a spectacular death.
Yeah. You will die. You will die in that movie, in that series. You know, when you get a guy like Chris Rock who comes in to see you, and he's, you know, mainly known for his comedy, and Chris Rock has become a very good actor. You know, in the day when a guy like that comes in to see you, do you know that you can mold a Chris Rock like that? Because he's already got the being in front of people stuff down. He's got the comic timing down, but can you mold him? Because he's played some fairly serious parts also.
Yeah. No,
right?
He was one of the actors that I've worked with intensely, in depth. He was prepping for this movie, Death at a Funeral, and he wanted to do something different at the time. He did want to, you know, really dig in. He wanted to have some gravitas, and he, in his, you know, we worked a lot, and he got really, really good reviews. I had a chance to go to the premiere, and we spoke, and it's just, you know, and all that particular time, I think, Death of a Funeral, and what he wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
going to that place, I think informed the rest of his work ever since then. So that was a great experience. I learned a lot from him. As a matter of fact, I have it on my list to write him. He said to me that he gave me a really wonderful parenting tip.
What's that?
And I have implemented that, to give a period of time to your children where they really, with no pressure, can discover what they want to do. Like, in other words, don't put the pressure on them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that. I've done that. I have 2 kids, and I've done that with them, and particularly with my 18-year-old. And I see how well it works to not put this pressure. I mean, this is to me, in a way, a parallel story to me editing during the pandemic and not feeling that pressure. There's just so much, we're so much on that treadmill of life and go, and do, and you're never where you're supposed to be, and you need to be somewhere else, and you're never there. You're never quite there yet. And that you really accept where you're at, and to give yourself to just relax and to breathe and to give yourself that time, because that time is just crucial. And I think he's given me, amongst all the wonderful things he said, because of course, I'm the teacher, but I learn from my students, of course.
Yeah.
He gave me a great tip. Yeah.
That's why.
That's actually a fantastic parenting advice, because I think that we put so much of our expectations or our failed expectations on our children, and wanting them to rewrite something. I don't know. I'm going to take that advice. I'm going to heed that advice. That is so beautiful.
Yeah, Suki wanted her son to be an astrophysicist, but I think now you're going to not put that much pressure on him, Suk. I believe after.
No, I'm just going to let
Michelle
I
just
think
told
it's
us.
about discovery. I think you're absolutely right. Where does the passion lie, and where can you find that discovery except when you're young, right? Why not?
Yeah, totally.
Michelle, listen, we have a third member of this show. His name is Phil.
I heard.
Phil is extremely popular. He's a viral sensation. He sings. He used to be a police officer, military guy, SWAT sniper. Went viral singing in his squad car. He was one of our early guests, and he's like our musical director now, and he always comes on. The women around the country love him. And he sends out self-tapes and auditions because he's also looking to be an actor. And he's done some work. So I wanted to bring Phil on so you could I wanted him to do a quick read for you, and you kind of give him your honest advice. And then maybe, maybe we send him to your school out in California. She's so excited, Suk, she froze. Michelle, you still there?
She's there.
There she is. All right, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm here.
Listen,
Can you hear me?
I want you to say hello to Phil.
Yeah. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Phil. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, I told Scott, please get me on with her. I love listening to what you have to say and your advice, and it's learning from the masters is just, it's awesome to me. I study acting as much as I can, and I live in Oklahoma, and I went to acting school with Chris Freihofer at the Actor Factory. I don't know if you know Chris or not, but he's in this region of the country.
Well,
but anyway, I hope I'm not putting you on the spot. If not, I'll just
No, Michelle, listen, if you think he's terrible, you let him know, because the women love him. They love him singing. He's got millions of fans around the country. But he plays it. I think he's ripe to be like a good bad guy in a movie, like a drug smuggler, a kingpin. So I want him to come on, give you a little audition. You let us know what you think, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The setting.
Great.
All right. Go ahead, Phil. Light it up.
All right. The setting is a group therapy session at the VA hospital. Okay. So, since I came back from the war, it's been pretty crazy. I miss my baby girl. I miss my wife. She said they're not going to come back until I can get my stuff together. I don't know what's wrong with me. People look at me, they see a strong, healthy guy. I got my hands. I got both arms. I got my legs. My face is not burnt to shit like some of my troops that came back. If there's nothing wrong with me, then what the hell is wrong with me? We just need someone to help us. And scene.
Good.
So Michelle, if he came in to see you, would you say, all right, lay down this amount of money, come in, I'll make you a star by the time you walk out?
I would say that you have a great sense of truth. I would say that there's a great authenticity. I really believe that you were at war, and to trust yourself. That's what I would say to you. To trust yourself. Don't feel that you have to, to act it. Just be it because you've got it.
Okay.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I would say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love learning from the masters. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Trust is a big word for actors, to be able to just trust, and just leave themselves alone, to just listen and to be in the moment. That's always, it's the 101, but it's the hardest thing to learn.
Right. A quick question, also, I understand that you like casting directors like to see the eyes because that's what tells the story, and because that's one of my bad habits is I tend to look away. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you absolutely should look away in the right moments. I think that if you have something playing inside of you, images inside of you, and you look away, and they're called actually in acting terms inner objects, but it's supported. In other words, you're not just looking away just to look away. You're looking away. There's a reason to look away. The moment is uncomfortable, or it's too emotional, or, there's always everything, it's like that cliche where, the director tells the actor, walk to the other side of the stage. And it's like, well, why am I doing that? Right. Why? Give me the reason why. So there's always a reason why. But of course, you definitely, and you should, because, your reading should have physicality. And in life, look away. In life, I'm looking at you, and then I'm looking here, and I'm looking down here. And that's just life. So, yeah.
I love it.
Thank you so much for you. Wow. Scott, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys finish up your interview.
Philly Kid,
thank you, Michelle.
See you in about 35 minutes, my friend.
All right. See you later, buddy.
All right. Michelle, in about 30
writing a book for actors, I think you should write a book for life. I mean, those are all just metaphors for life, living life, right?
Well, I also have in the works a creativity book. It's funny you should say that. I'm working on that. But, I have 2 kids, and I make movies and I teach. So I'll get to it.
You got to be a little busy.
That's it? That's all you do, Michelle?
Yeah, it's on my vision board. I have a creativity book, not just for actors, but everybody that, has that artistic chip in them.
I love it. So here's the information, right? Breaking into Hollywood. It's Michelle down at Los Angeles Acting School. There's the info. Michelle will send Philly over. Listen, the guy's got a lot of money. He's retired. So just, take him for all he's worth. Give him some acting lessons. It'll be great. Okay. And listen, the movie is called The Runner. When can we expect that out? When does that come out?
In the fall. In the fall of this year. Yeah.
Okay. So The Runner is all ready to go, and it looks like an amazing movie. Michelle, thank you so much for coming on. Absolute pleasure to have you, and really just some great advice.
Such a beautiful person. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Suk, that was great. That was really good.
I really think she can write books for live, for the rest of us, and she will. Obviously, we'll wait for that.
She's a professional acting coach. If the women who are watching this show, they're ready to hire Phil immediately. They're ready to hire Phil. Awesome. Love it as always. Philly Kid could do no wrong. It was great, but I'm glad we got him in front of her, and it's so good. Are you ready to move along?
Yeah.
I think, listen, it's time for the entertainment portion of our program. I was telling you earlier about Meredith Patterson. She's an actress, Suk. She's a singer, Broadway shows, the works. I'm going to give you a little intro to Meredith, and then we're going to bring her in. We're going to force her to sing a little bit.
Right.
And, you know, because listen, that's what we do here, right? So check this out, and then we'll bring her in just a sec.
I could never love again the way I love you. I could never cry again like I did when I left you. And when we said goodbye, oh, the look in your eyes just left me beside myself without your heart. I could never love again now that we're apart. Oh, when I was sorry, it was too late to turn around and tell you so. There was no reason, just the foolish beat of my heart. I could never love again the way I loved you.
And Suk, I'm still working on Debbie Gibson to get on this friggin' program. Meredith Patterson.
Hi. Oh my
Meredith, the little Debbie Gibson taking us back memory lane.
You guys have no idea what it means to have you show that video. I'm just so excited that you did that. I know.
And isn't that that's your husband in the video too,
That is
right?
my husband. His guitars are right here behind me. I'm from my living room, and he's part of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which is a huge
No way.
Yeah, he's part of TSO. So that video, I'll give you a little backstory. Hi, by the way. But yes, so Debbie Gibson, I did a show with her in theater in New York, and there's a lot of celebrities that do theater.
Sure.
Then she and I did a little show called Gypsy at the Paper Mill Playhouse in Milburn, New Jersey. And she's my pop princess. She's my, that's my jam. I mean, I grew up, she's my first concert I ever went to when I was a kid. So I was suddenly in a show with her, and I was her understudy. So I met her, and I just blabbed and was just threw up compliments all over her. She was the sweetest thing to me. And we became friends, and I've been friends with her ever since. And this was 1998. So I was just a baby, just starting my career. And she took me under her wing, and she's just been such a good friend ever since. So my girlfriend, who is in that video as well, who is a Juilliard grad, she has a master's in jazz. And she and I were having wine, hanging out, and we said, we both love Debbie Gibson. Why don't we just do like a jazz version of one of her hit songs, right? As you would. That's what you're sitting around during a pandemic. Like what else to do? So on Tuesday night, we had wine. We decided that we were going to do video.
On Tuesday, we had wine.
On Tuesday, we had
Wednesday.
Wine. On Friday, we filmed that with my husband. I was like, listen, you're going to be the boyfriend. We're going to totally have the Debbie hat. We're going to do all these things. And then I text her and I said, this is our video. Would you give us your blessing? I want to launch it on the anniversary. It was like the 33rd anniversary of Foolish Beat, which is, by the way, and I'm going to really geek out right now, that is the #1 hit single that got her in the Guinness Book of World Records as the youngest person to ever write, perform, and produce a #1 hit single. She's still to this day, no one has cracked that. I think maybe she's the youngest female, but she's still in the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's unbelievable. It's funny because we follow each other on Instagram, and I'll send her audio messages in the instant message part, and I'm like, shake your love. I just can't shake your love. I'm like, Deb, you got to come on the show. And she's like, Scott, you're singing. And she's like, I'm coming.
I will make sure she's on. I will text her after this.
Yeah, you gotta tell her.
Oh my gosh, you have to.
So because of this video, so we're all sitting around and we're like, we're gonna text Debbie, and is she gonna want to? I don't know. Is she gonna like it? Is she gonna be like, who knows, right? Because I'm like, it's my dream come true. I'm Debbie Gibson in a video. I texted to her. She flipped out. She was so excited.
Loved
She's like,
it.
I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. So if you guys are watching, the video is posted on her Instagram, and her fans
that's
were
great.
crazy for it. They were so sweet to us. And last I checked, it got like, more views than I've ever had in my whole life. But my dream came true. It was Debbie Gibson for like a second.
That is so fun. I can't believe your husband's part of Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's
We got to have him on the show too. There.
Oh my
it's funny
God.
'cause-
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. If I knew how to play guitar, I'd take one of those out and I would do my.
I love that tune.
But yeah, I mean, you either know who TSO is or you don't. Like people that I'll
doesn't?
Some people don't. It's so weird. Like some people are like, "What? Trans-Siberian
Christmas time.
who?"
Christmas time.
I'm like, dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So he'll come on the show because it's been a year, and they're hoping I don't have any official news, but I'm hoping that they're going to go back.
I think
on the
It's
road.
like everything's slowly opening up, Meredith. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that things are happening. Things are happening.
I know everybody go off and see a Broadway show. There I say. So yeah, I mean, I 20 years ago this year, I did my first Broadway musical, 42nd Street, which won the Tony.
42nd Street.
Yeah.
Come on along, I'll take you to the Lullaby of Broadway. That was my first Broadway show.
Oh my God. So we have something in common, Suki, which it feels weird calling you Suki because I don't know you.
Okay, yeah.
I usually I would call you by my mom would say, I call everybody by their last name until you know them. But Suki, I actually did my first Broadway musical and I took over. I'm actually writing a book about this. There you go. That's my Dance Spirit magazine cover that I was on. But I was started in the chorus of my first Broadway musical, 42nd Street, and I was the understudy. Again, I like to understudy. And then the lead went off and did another show, and I took over the starring role of that show a month before 9/11. And I think you got your job, if I read this right, a month before 9/11. So we both have that in common. And I'm writing down this story as we speak. It's going to be released this August, my book. Confessions of an Actress from Chorus Girl to Broadway Star. And I did not know, 9/11's a part of it, but it was just such a crazy time to be then the head of this huge $11 million musical and like this beacon of hope for New York. And I didn't know, I was so new and so green to Broadway, and I was in this position. And I mean, I've watched that you giving the 9/11, talking about 9/11 as it was happening and how emotional that must have been. It was so emotional for me to go back to the show just 2 days later. But yeah, I read that about you and I was like, oh my God, we're sisters. We took over.
We are. And we were so young too. I was just as green as you. I think both of us were put in a very big position to kind of like herald and navigate those moments. And it's just like, whoa, it makes you grow up really fast. But yeah, I can't believe
really did.
Yeah. But let's get back to Broadway though. I think that's what we all need to do. We need some song and dance.
Yeah, Meredith, start singing. What are you doing? Start singing, would you?
I should have got out you know what, Scott? I should have got out my tap board and my tap shoes and done a little
tap it up.
But you know what?
What's your favorite Broadway show to sing?
Oh my gosh. I guess, the best show was Gypsy. That's my favorite Broadway show. And, I never got to go on for Debbie because she never got sick. Debbie gets sick.
Damn it, Debbie.
She never got sick. But, speaking of 9/11 and going back to the theater, I feel like everybody, and this song is actually from the show Gypsy. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. That's what we want to do, is go back. Let me do a few tricks, some old and then some new tricks. I'm very versatile. And if you're real good, I'll make you feel good. I want your spirits to climb. Oh, let me entertain you and we'll have a real good time. Yes, sir. We'll have a real good time.
Nice. All right, Suk, what's your favorite song to sing from Broadway?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, something from Dreamgirls.
Let me hear it.
Dreamgirls. Oh, We're coming. I don't know all the words to it, but that's it. Where your dream girls born. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
don't
love
know all of it. Or it's a chorus line. One.
Oh.
Singular sensation. Every little step we take. One. I actually remember, Meredith, back in the day, they used to take New York City public schools kids, and they used to take us to the afternoon shows. Like they used to bus kids. This was like Broadway education 101. I mean, I saw Chorus Line. I saw 42nd Street. I saw Dreamgirls. I saw Cats. Who didn't see Cats? I could tell you from 7th grade till high school, I saw so many Broadway shows.
Yep.
And kids don't get a chance to do that anymore.
It's true. And now coming back to like Broadway opening up in September, it is going to be just a flood.
It's going to be a zoo. It's going to be a zoo.
Love and just excitement. Like, can you imagine that downbeat of the first orchestra of the first?
Yeah.
It's going to be very emotional.
Really emotional, because I know going back to 9/11, that's the only other time that I could remember Broadway being shut down, and we were only shut down for 2 days, but we went back, and I said, I talk about this in the book. I said, I feel like my purpose has changed. Like I'm not just tap dancing in glitter and sequins for myself. I'm really doing this as like a USO show. Like I was taking people away from the sadness that they just gone through and the fear and all of it, and that's what Broadway's going to do again. And it's different than being in front of like a screen like we are. It's like you have that palpable thing of being in a theater
audience. Yeah,
there's nothing like it, and I think it's just gonna thrive even more. So
now it's really about just New York strong, just bringing it back again.
Yeah.
Again, it feels like always trying to bring New York back, bringing New York back.
But Meredith, New Yorkers are resilient. I mean, we are the people who, I lived there for 18 years. I don't live there now, but like I still have like a tether, and it's like I feel like I'm just like, let's all lift each other up again. It's just so great.
Yeah, I was in
California now, out of curiosity.
I am. So I got moved to California from TV show. So I've done so many different things in the business, and I was out there for All My Children, that soap opera.
That one.
Oh, that one. And then we were in Los Angeles for a while, and we've been coming here to where I live now for a long time. Yes, there's me and Jim Caviezel, and you can't see he's sticking a gun in my son.
I love Jim Caviezel.
When I filmed that, I said, I made a joke, and I said, he was not very happy about the joke I made, but I said, I never thought that Jesus would be sticking a gun in my son.
Yeah, Jesus.
I think that's hysterical.
You know what other movie I love?
You gotta have some comedy.
I loved him in that movie with Denzel. I think it was called Deja Vu, where Denzel's the cop and Caviezel's the bad guy, and he's got to go back into the past to stop him from blowing up the ferry boat.
He's very serious on set, I got to say. He liked to stick that gun in my side for like hours. But no, my husband and I, we've been coming here for Broadway summer camps to Whitefish, Montana, which is where we are now.
Wow. Did you see Jennifer? Did you see Jen and
were they here? Because I know everybody's talking about them going off. Where did they go? I don't know, but I mean,
listen, she didn't even.
Jennifer.
She didn't even change the sheets from A-Rod and before this guy came in. It's unbelievable.
I mean, I know she's had a lot of revolving doors.
Poor girl.
I don't know. Poor girl.
Listen, you have your forever soulmate sometimes. You have to circle back and grab it.
I guess you got to circle back. But yeah, I don't think they were in Whitefish, although Justin Bieber was at our gym the other day. So apparently people come. Jim Carrey was up on the mountain. This was last year, but it's a beautiful place. It's kind of like the new Telluride.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And a lot of people come here, and I've been coming here to do Broadway summer camps and concerts with one of my friends who was on Broadway with me in 42nd Street. And he and his wife, Betsy, are incredible. They have the Alpine Theater Project here. And they, he said, I'm trading my sequins for flannel, and he moved here to Whitefish. And they have done such amazing things. If you go to atpwhitefish.org, they have incredible shows that they have put on. And a lot of people from all over New York and LA have come here, especially artists. And it's an awesome place to live. And I have 2 kids, and they love it. So we just picked up and we're like, We'll just go to LA or go to New York if Broadway wants us back.
Yeah, you'll come back.
Yeah,
Listen,
absolutely.
you have such a great singing voice, and we heard you do a little Debbie Gibson before.
Yes.
Is there a cover song that you like to do? Like another Debbie Gibson maybe, or something like
What's
that.
funny is, Scott, my dad's a jazz prodigy, and that's what I was raised to sing.
Wow.
I used to impersonate. Actually, I made my debut at Birdland back in the day with my dad on the drums. My dad played with John Faddis back in the day, and he gave up being a professional musician so he could have a family. So that was good for me. But I ended up doing a show at Birdland, and I flew him in from California to sit in and be on the drums. And the one song that I used to that I loved to sing was The Very Thought of You. So I'll do a little bit of that.
The floor is yours.
A little jazz. The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a queen, and foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in the stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. That's acapella in my little.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Joey Fatone on yesterday, and you're just as good as he is.
Thank you. I should have been in a boy band. Like I said, I wanted to be Debbie Gibson. I wanted to be Debbie Gibson and Ginger Rogers mixed together.
Together?
I don't know. A tap dancing
like Debbie Gibson, Martika, and
Tiffany.
Tiffany. You remember that song? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're going back. I love
Step
it.
by step, heart to heart.
Where'd she go? Well, Debbie's going to she's actually doing a show in Vegas.
Yes, with what's his name? What's his name?
Joey from the New Kids on the Block.
The other boy band.
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre.
Joey McIntyre. I was in love with Jordan. So I told Debbie, I was like, I was a Jordan fan, but I love Joey as well. And they're doing this residency for like the last weekend in August. So if you guys want to go to Vegas and have fun and just kind of do a throwback, he's doing a thing.
Listen, Meredith, I'm not doing anything for Debbie Gibson until she comes on the
show.
Nothing.
Get on the show.
Nothing. Unless you get her on this show, nothing.
I promise you, I will do everything.
Debbie, we did the morning news in New York, and Debbie was on the show all the time. Like she's great. She's awesome. She's honestly been one of the most amazing celebrities that I've ever gotten a chance to work with. Very down to earth.
Very down to earth, and for being as big of a star as she was, as young as she was, she's just has such a level head.
I get lost
in your eyes,
and I feel
Listen, Meredith, here's the thing, and you could tell her this. You could tell us. I think she has a little crush on me, and she's just nervous to come on.
She actually told me that. I didn't want to say that.
I think she's got a. I think my singing on her instant messages really got to her. Almost stalker-like. It was really,
bit.
Do you like her going out to the garbage can? She's been doing that.
Yes, she goes out to the garbage can.
During the pandemic, she goes to the garbage can and goes back. I'm like, yeah. Awesome.
Right. I remember she had said she wasn't feeling well and she wanted to wait till she felt better because I think she may have had COVID at the time. And I said, "What do you mean you're sick? I see you going out to your garbage cans every day."
That's as far as I can go. That's it.
Right. That's all she could do, she says. Well, listen, you have you have this great podcast. You still doing it? Confessions of an
I'm
Actress?
still doing it. I've been doing it for 3 years. It's Confessions of an Actress podcast.
Pause right there. Pause. Pause. Pause.
This is Confessions of an Actress. I'm your host, Meredith Patterson. For the past 2 decades, I've worked professionally on Broadway, in TV and film in New York and LA. This show takes you on the inside track of what life is really like as an actress in the entertainment industry. I'll be talking to my guests about the highs and lows of becoming and being an actress. It's gonna be funny, it's gonna be heartbreaking, but always authentic. Let's get real. To support this podcast, make a donation or become a sponsor, visit confessionsofanactress.com. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Meredith Patterson. The official launch of this podcast is Friday, April 5th, so be sure to subscribe. And remember, have vision for what you want and be grateful for where you are.
Look at you. That is so great.
go.
That was my launch that I did. It's been now 3 years. And my girlfriend, who is actually the host of Sell This House and Sell This House Extreme, Tanya Memi, she's been my college friend forever. She is the one who dared me to do this podcast 3 years ago. She said, "You'd be great. You should do a podcast. You have all these great stories and all this stuff." And I'm like, really? I don't know what I'm doing. And I kind of just did it. And it was
on the show too. I love that. Sell This House Extreme.
Yeah, you should have her on the show. She's incredible. She's an amazing, I call her, she's Miss World Canada to me because she won Miss World Canada like 1994. And she's, she looks like Shania Twain still to this day. And
really?
You said, we came up with it. I said, I don't know, what am I going to call it? And she's like, Confessions of an Actress, because you have all these confessions. And on there, I do interviews with people. I do interviews with the people I've gotten a chance to work with. And that's from Law and Order, which was like, that's a New York staple for an actor to be on Law and Order.
You got to be on that show.
But yeah, it's really fun to connect. And I still have so many people in the docket that want to be a guest on the podcast, but I'm still doing it. So there you go.
That's great. Yeah, no, it's great. Listen, it's
I feel like we were like inside the actor's studio today with Meredith, and you feel
and Michelle Danner. Yeah,
Michelle
really.
Danner giving us,
absolutely.
I love that show. Yeah, that's awesome.
Michelle was great. Meredith, listen, you did, you came to New York. You were young. You pursued your career as a dancer. You made it happen. And it's kind of like, the American dream for the Broadway actress,
it really is.
I mean, listen, to do stuff like you did, 42nd Street and Peggy Sawyer and all that good stuff. And you just, you keep doing it, man, and just keep yourself out there. And God, with all these shows that are, coming out, just, you'll have a great resume reel too.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've had a chance to do a lot of different things in a lot of different mediums in this business, which is really what I've always wanted to do. And just being able to do, concerts and all around the world and still be able to just, tap dance and sing and act and be in the business just makes me so happy. That's me and my husband doing Smokey Joe's Cafe as the shimmy girl, which is a really, really fun to play opposite him. But yeah, we really are. There you go. That's it. That's the shimmy.
Oh, I love it.
That's great that he was singing and I was up on a platform just shaking. And I had just had a baby 8 months before.
Man, did you really?
And I said,
wow.
Yeah, I said, this is a really good workout. This is going to get that baby weight off.
Well, look at you. This is so sexy.
It was so much fun to do with him, especially, and just, my two friends, Patrick and Alfred, who are my backup dancers. We just had a blast. We had such a blast. This was in North Carolina at the Flat Rock Playhouse, which is an incredible theater to work at.
Okay. Meredith, would you stand up and do that move for us? Do a little. Right? Can you do the little shimmy?
I don't have the dress. I don't have the shake. It's when you have the shimmy stuff on, it just, I'm shaking the computer. But yeah, it gives you, you get that it's really the costume. You need the costume.
What an incredible workout.
So funny.
That's the
Meredith,
workout
listen.
to do at home.
I'm gonna need. I need one more tune at least before you go. Another
song.
Broadway or
one more tune. You know, I did some 42nd Street. I did some Gypsy. I did some Debbie, and you know, I was gonna say I could do some rapping because I actually it's not Broadway. I'll tell a little story. So this is a fun story. So I did Law and Order with Ice-T, which is pretty funny that the people don't know him as a rapper; they know him as an actor.
Right.
And
right.
you know, when I was a kid, he was a rapper, and so I was on set with him, and I was like, laughing and joking around with the crew, and I said, I know a little bit of the song Colors. And they were like, no, you don't. You're not going to. And I said, I dare you by the end of the day. I dare you to rap to him. Just him. I dare you to just do a little bit. And I was like, no, I can't. So then all of a sudden we're back from lunch and we're in an elevator and he's like, got that distinct voice and he goes, hold the elevator. And I'm like, oh no. And he came in and I said, I know a little bit of your song. And he said, you do? And I said, I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of my jungle, just a gangster stalking. And then I did colors. He lost his mind on me.
Loved you for life, right?
This thing. He and I sat and talked about like all things, Bay Area, Oakland, all of like rap beginnings and like all of it from like then on. So it was the greatest thing I could have ever done. And I'm not even like that great of a rapper, but I do. That's my other contribution song for you guys.
You are a gangster walking.
This is why I have a podcast, you guys, because I have so many like funky stories like that. There's just stuff that I'll just do it. Like, I'm like, sure. When am I ever going to be in an elevator with Ice-T? I don't know. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Meredith, listen, you are. We've had so many actresses, singers on the show over the last year. But I'll tell you, no one's ever said the words, my husband is in
the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
No one's ever said that.
So now that's a good purpose to having him be on the show for you guys.
Oh, God, listen. Definitely. Come on, absolutely.
Or the two of you together.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. Absolutely. And we have our two little sons who are just, the genes would either clash or they would be enhanced, and they're super talented. So, we've got a little artist family. We're always singing and rapping and dancing around. So we would love to be on the show.
I love
awesome.
It. Where can people find Confessions of an Actress, the podcast?
Confessions of an Actress podcast is on all podcast platforms, especially Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of it. Anywhere you can find your podcast, we are there. And I'm hoping everybody picks up, everyone in the Broadway community picks up the Confessions of an Actress book that's coming out in August, which is 20 years to the day I took over the starring role in 42nd Street, August 19th. And I'm hoping that everybody likes it. It's a good story. It's a crazy story.
Come on along and listen.
It's a great story. It's a great story.
Broadway.
And your first Broadway show you ever saw, Suki?
Was
42nd Street? Yeah. Was it the first one you saw?
The first time around, yeah.
That first time around, that's amazing.
I guess like the first time in the early 80s.
Yeah,
whenever,
yeah.
I think mine was Grease, actually, when Grease was on Broadway.
Yeah.
Back in I may have been 13, late 70s, really early 80s. I think Grease was the first one I saw.
I saw Crazy for You and it changed my life. Crazy for You in 1994. They just won the Tony for the best musical. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. I want to star on Broadway. And I literally, less than 10 years later, was starring on Broadway. It was crazy. So yeah, dreams come true, you guys.
Dreams come
Listen,
true.
After 42nd Street, I took tap dancing lessons, and I still know how to do my step ball change.
Well, let's see it, Silk. What are you doing? Let's see a little bit.
I know how to do the time step. What is it? The time step.
The time step. Time step. Single, double, triple. Time step with a wing.
Double, triple.
Anytime I can't do anything, Suki, I literally tell people, listen, I can do a triple time step with a wing, but I can't figure out Zoom or whatever. Like I would just be like, you guys, can you do a triple time step with a wing? Because I can, but I can't figure it out.
I can't.
It's my go-to.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You're a doll, and it was a pleasure to have you, really. So
Meredith,
much fun.
it's so nice talking to you.
Meredith,
Thank you so much.
next TV role, next Broadway show, come back so we could promote and tell everybody all about you.
You know, when my book's released, I'd love to come back and talk to you guys.
Yes,
and
definitely.
anytime I do anything, I'd
20
love
years, so yes, you should.
20 years. Yeah, it's a big deal. This is going to be such a huge year for so many things. And, you know, everybody go to a Broadway show. Come on along and listen to the Lullaby of Broadway. Broadway rhythm, it's got me. Everybody dance. But that was a high key.
No, you're supposed to say, "Do you hear the people singing the song?"
I don't even hear of angry men. That's exactly.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
All of it. All of it at the above. Go out and see a Broadway show this September. And thank you guys for so much for having me on.
Thank you, Meredith.
Patterson,
Pleasure.
everybody.
Take care and best of luck to you, and you'll come back definitely.
Yes,
Goodbye,
absolutely.
Meredith
I will be back.
Patterson. Say goodbye. Tell your husband to come back too.
He's gonna come back. TSO. Woohoo!
Take care. Oh man, that's good. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so
I can't. When you know what you said, my husband isn't Trans-Siberian. Both of our faces were like, "What?"
I was like,
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. First, I'm thinking transsexual, but then I heard Trans-Siberian.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Philly, you believe that? Her husband's in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Wow. I mean, you know, what are their conversations like, you know, when they get home, they get home in the evening? I'm like,
well, her kids are also very, very apparently
it's a talented family. Talented
yes,
family.
Very,
Philly
very talented. Man,
how you feeling about that audition you threw out before?
Oh my gosh, that was like the opportunity of a lifetime, and I feel good. That was awesome. You know, it's like I told Michelle. I mean, I love to study acting, learn about acting, especially when I'm talking to, you know, the masters, and I like to pick their brains, and it's awesome. It was awesome.
Well, you know what we need to do? Suk? We need to finagle like a big casting director on the show. And, you know, just kind of we mask it like they're on for an interview to talk about them. And then we bring you on and do the same deal. And then you got to get in front of a cast. She was just an acting coach. We get you in front of one of those casting directors. That's when we got to get you in to do the lines.
Yeah. I mean, let's see, Sharon Bialy, she does all kinds of projects. She did Breaking Bad. Yeah, she might need a talk show to be on.
Listen, Phil, I actually think that you need to take a summer off and like go out there and do the school. Why not? You and your wife. Summer in Cali. Why not?
I agree. That would be awesome. That
Summer
would be great.
session.
So this young kid we had on yesterday after you left, Chris Ruggiero, 22 years old, sings like all the old standard hits. Mm-hmm. And he was telling Phil and I how he's working on he's got a new album coming out with all cover songs. And he's working with Charles Colello. Remember we had Charles Colello? The hitman, Charles Colello.
Charles Colello.
Yeah, this kid's working with Charles Colello, the guy who started Frankie Valli. And we're like, dude, tell him we said hello. We love Charles Colello. It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, 22 years old. He's singing Paul Anka songs.
Yeah, and
you know what? There can be plenty. You know, the next generation needs another Michael Bublé, if you know what I mean, to keep those standards alive, because not a lot of people sing it. So why can't it be this wonderful kid? Why can't he continue to carry the torch?
Chris is well on his way. He was
really good, really good. But all right, so listen.
All right,
another show down.
Good to see you, Suki.
We don't really have anything we need to promote. Let me just tell you who's on tomorrow.
I'm so happy that I feel alive again. I can't even tell you.
Oh, from yesterday?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good.
You overdid it on Mother's Day, Sue.
A little overdone on Mother's Day. A little overcooked there, Philly. A little too much champagne.
That happens.
Tomorrow night, we've got this guy, Harlan Coben, on the show. You look up Harlan Coben. This guy's written some of the craziest books. And he's got like 4 movies out on Netflix right now.
Okay.
The guy's insanely talented. And Billy Stritch, Craig Nyer sent us Billy Stritch. This guy is like one of those musical geniuses. Singer, the composer, the whole deal. Going to be a fun night. Suk, we love you, babe. Phil and I are going to sing a couple tunes. Philly Kid. Let me switch this up here. We get everything back to where it should be. Bada bing, bada boom. What's happening, my friend?
Not much, man. Not much. Just enjoying life. Doing monologues for master acting coaches and
slash directors
who I really love to work with. And yeah, man, just enjoying life.
See, it's funny when you got them on a show like this. We got them cornered. They got to watch anything we do.
Yeah, so, they're kind of a captive audience. Of course, she's right now going, "What the heck did they just do?"
What? Yeah, who was this guy? They just what the hell was that? Listen, you could have tried to be just as good as half the people that walk into her door. You ever watched this movie, the show on Netflix, The Kominsky Method with Michael Douglas?
The Kominsky Method. No,
you would like that because Michael Douglas, it's really good. They're like 22 minutes long and it goes pretty quick. Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin. Is it Alan Arkin? I think it's Alan Arkin. Really, really good Philly Kid. Michael Douglas owns an acting studio. And it's just a really, really good, funny show. You would like it. It's called the Kominsky Method.
Right. And Alan Arkin, Michael Douglas.
Yeah. They're both great. It's funny. And like I said, the episodes are like, they're I guess half-hour shows, so they're like 24 minutes long. And they go pretty quick. So you just, just blast through it. You'll like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because Alan Arkin is like my twin brother anyway.
Yeah. He is great. He's great in the show. So funny. So listen, man, we got some time. We got a few minutes. You want to sing a couple tunes, couple new ones tonight?
Yeah, I was listening to some Three Dog Night today.
What did I send you? I sent you a suggestion today that I said you and I, because I was playing with it, you and I would be a good song for us. It was the Spinners, Working My Way Back to You, Babe. You and I have to do that on the Schmooly machine.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be a good one.
We'll do it.
Yeah. All right, what are you doing? A little Three Dog Night?
Yeah, a little Three Dog Night, and never been to Spain.
Nice.
By request. Well, I never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music. Say the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it. Oh, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I've never been to England, but I kind of like the Beatles. Well, I headed for Las Vegas, only made it out to Needles. Oh, can you feel it? It must be real. It feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Well, I never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Well, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. In Oklahoma, not Arizona. What does it matter? What does it matter? Well, I never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music. Say the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it. Oh, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Oh, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember in Oklahoma, not Arizona. What does it matter? What does it matter?
Oh, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Phil, you know what would be good for you? Like a Bob Seger tune.
Yeah, I did turn the page, and that thing's got.
Did we do that the other day? Is that why I'm thinking that? I feel like we did that, or not? Did we?
Yes.
Here I am on the road. Let me hear that one anyway, because I think I remember you doing that one. It was great.
Yeah.
Here I am. I still think you got to get a couple of Zach Brown bands, dude. I think you would knock those out of the park.
Yeah, I need to start listening to them and get some of their songs down there.
There's 10 songs from Zach Brown, and like every one of them's better. One's better than the next.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. But I got a couple million views on my Turn the Pages.
Nice.
Turn the Page song.
Light it up, baby.
Here we go. Ooh, on a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out his one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do and you don't feel much like riding. You just wish the trip was through. Say, here I am on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. Oh, the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Say, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go. I'm playing the star again. There I go. Oh, there I go. Turn the page.
Nice. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million. I'm lying alone with my head on the phone, thinking of you till it hurts. I know you hurt too, but what else can we do? Tormented and torn apart. I wish I could smile. I wish I could carry your smile in my heart. Times when my life seems so low, it would make me believe what tomorrow could bring when today doesn't really know. Doesn't really know, Philly.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong.
I wish I could carry your smile in my heart. Times when I can't hold on. Ah-dee-da-da-dee, ah-da-dee-da-da-dee, ah-dee-da-da-dee-da-dee. I'll be gone. I'm all out of love. So lost without you. I know you were right. Believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. Give me that next part, Philly. Go ahead.
I don't.
It's the ooh, what are you thinking of? What are you thinking of?
I got to tell you a funny story. I was when I was doing that little monologue for Michelle.
Right.
My computer screen went dim about halfway through it, and I kind of looked over and I saw that it wasn't plugged in and it was about to die. I was going, oh Lord,
that's so funny.
Luckily,
Philly, is there a George Strait song that you like? A couple of folks asking for a little George Strait.
Yeah.
Carrie L. Schwartz Alley. Shut up, Scott. Can you imagine, Phil, on my own show, Carrie L. Schwartz Alley, CLSA, telling me, if anyone's going to write Scott sucks on here, it's going to be me. Okay? It's going to be me.
So
you know what, Carrie L. Schwartz Alley? You shut up. How about you shut up, okay? Just zip it, all right? Zip it, honey.
Yeah, that's kind of rude. That's kind of rude. That's the great. That's the great thing about
having your own show.
Yeah, having your own show. Having your own show, living in America, having the freedom of speech, and speech includes singing. As far last I checked. So people are free to sing. If you think someone is a bad singer, oh well, they have the freedom to sing. Hey, notice what it says on my shirt. I am a veteran. I served 25 years to make sure that people kept the right to say what they wanted to say when they wanted to say it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, maybe she was just teasing. Who knows?
I'm sure she was.
Listen, if she was teasing, she would have said, "Scott, you suck," because that's the line. That's the line.
Right. That's the go-to right there.
We need
to have T-shirts that say that.
Scott, you suck. Just Scott sucks. Oh man.
Hey, how about a little strumming my pain with her fingers, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with her song. You want to take it, Scotty?
We going slow version?
Yeah.
Hold on. I heard he sang. What's the name of the song?
Killing Me Softly.
All right, Killing Me Softly.
Da, 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 da.
Give me a little interlude while I'm finding it. Here we go. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes. Go, Phil.
Strumming my pain with her fingers, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with her song.
I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters, then read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on.
Strumming my pain with her fingers, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with her song.
Carrie said she was just joking, Phil.
Oh, I know she was.
We'll let her back in the club. We'll let her back in. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You remember this bread song? Let's knock this one out real quick. I'll start it.
What do you got? Which one?
Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. You're the only one I care enough to hurt about. Maybe I'm a crazy, but I just can't live without your loving and affection, giving me direction, like a guiding light to help me through my darkest hour.
Lately I'm a praying that you'll always be a staying beside me. Used to be my life was just emotions passing by, feeling all the while and never really knowing why. Tell them why, Phil.
'Cause lately I'm a praying that you'll always be staying beside me. Used to be my life was just emotions passing by. Then you came along and made me laugh and made me cry. You taught me why. Scotty.
Loving and affection, giving me direction. I want to make it with you.
I really hope that we can make it, girl.
Bread. So good.
Yep, love
like
bread.
Them in America. America.
Yes.
Right? Been through the desert on a horse with no name. Phil, they're asking for George Strait.
Okay, some George Strait. How about a little, let me see here. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I've got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. I lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. But I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind.
Philly, how about someone's asking you to do Cross My Heart? You know that one?
Cross my heart.
Is that George Strait also, right?
Yes. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a little bit. Our love is unconditional. We knew it from the start. I see it in your eyes. You can feel it from my heart. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I cross my heart and promise to give all I've got to give to make all your dreams come true. In all the world, you'll never find a love as true as mine. I don't really know that one very well.
No. Nancy Rios wants us to do a little, oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Come home. Oh, Cecilia, you're shaking my confidence daily. Come on home. Take it, Philly.
Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, won't you come home? I don't really know that song either.
Making love in the afternoon with Cecilia up in my bedroom. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to the bed, somebody's taking my place. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're breaking my confidence daily.
Hey, do you remember this one? Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day, and we know the night is always gonna be there anyway. Take it, Scotty.
Thinking of you's work. Oh, wait. Thinking of you's working up an appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together make the sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you is getting so excited. Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight.
Afternoon delight.
Remember that song? I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. You don't have to sing that one, Philly. I don't even know who sang that one, but it was awful. I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. You remember that one?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs back in the day.
Oh, my, was it?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You got to sing it then.
Yeah, I was like the sixth grader.
Who sang that song? What's it say?
Oh,
it's a female.
Melanie Brand.
Melanie Brand. Wow. That's a trivia question.
Let me see. Holy cow. Lyrics. Brand new. Oh, there we go. I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Yeah, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out to see. I've been looking around for a while. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. I don't go too fast, but I go pretty far. For somebody who don't drive, I've been all around the world. Some people think I've done all right for a girl. Yeah. I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out to see. I've been looking around a while. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
Man, Phil, just tell me when to stop. Pick a card, any card. Don't tell me what it is. Just tell me when to stop.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Stop.
Right there?
Yes.
Right here?
Yes, that one.
This
that
one.
one.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna mix up the cards. I'm gonna pop them around. I'm gonna mix them up really good, Phil.
Okay.
All right. And watch this. You ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yep.
Is that your card?
Yep, that's it. Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
That's hey, let's rack their brains even further.
What do you got?
Viewers, pick a number between 5 and 7.
Pick a number between 5 and 7.
Yes. Is that your number?
Yes, Phil, absolutely. How'd you do that?
Well, some secrets got to stay secret.
I was gonna say 5 until you controlled my mind with the 6.
Yeah, that's what we do here on the Suki and Scott Show. We blow people's minds.
That's so funny. All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's finale it up. What do you like?
Okay. Yeah, I got a lady sent me a request.
Pave paradise and put up a parking lot.
Put up a parking lot. Sign, everywhere a sign. But anyway, yeah, she said her brother passed away, and this was his favorite song, and she asked me to sing it. Little "Let It Be" by the Beatles. We sing that.
All
one.
right, go ahead, man. Big finale on this Tuesday night.
Yes, this is for Carol, and sorry for your loss. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Oh, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Nicely done, Philly kid. Nicely done, my friend.
Great show, Scotty. Great show.
Good show tonight, man. Good show. What do I want to say? There was another. Let me just see something real quick. Who we got on? What did I say tomorrow night? We have
Coben.
Harlan Coben. Billy Stretch is on. Then we got a couple of really good comedians on Thursday. Rob Bartlett is on. Rich Scheidner. Next week is Phil Rosenthal, the guy who created Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, Ray Romano.
Yeah. That's a guy we want to get in front of and do some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
John Michael Higgins is coming on. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Eric Roberts, Vincent Pastore, Tony Darrow. Tony Darrow, you know who he is. He's another one of those guys who is big on The Sopranos. Been in a bunch of movies. He's coming on, so should be pretty. We got a lot of good stuff. Plus, I got so many great entertainers coming up, singers, comedians, all kinds of stuff.
Well, it is the Suki and Scott show, so that goes without saying.
Yes, we got some new streamers coming up. But listen, we are on, of course, Star. We're on DBA Network. We're on the Y Networks. Only Good TV. So, go check out some of those sites too. Give them a little of your, patronage.
Yeah, because things is happening for the Suki and Scott show. So
things are happening. Things move slow in this business, Philly kid, but things are definitely happening.
Yes, yes.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Good night, sweetheart. Oh, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Listen, good night, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. And Philly Kid, I'll tell you guys tomorrow. This was always my favorite background. We just never use it. Good night, everybody. We'll see